What if I told you, right now, as you're sitting, standing, or even lying down, your entire body is being held together by something you never think about, something silent, invisible, but absolutely essential. And what if, by tomorrow morning, that one thing simply stops working, not breaking, not shattering, just becoming useless? Now imagine this. You wake up, completely normal. Nothing feels painful, nothing feels broken, but something feels off. Not obvious, not dramatic, just a strange delay between what your brain wants and what your body does. Now here's the question. How long would it take you to realize your body is no longer supporting you? Because at first, you wouldn't panic. You'd ignore it, maybe think you're just tired. But then, something small happens, something you've done thousands of times, without effort, and suddenly, it feels wrong. Now imagine trying to sit up. Your brain sends the signal. Your muscles try to respond. But your body folds. Slightly, unnaturally, like it's missing something inside. And in that moment, confusion begins. Now ask yourself, what would you do if your body didn't feel solid anymore? Now imagine placing your feet on the ground, preparing to stand. Something automatic, something effortless. But as you push yourself up, your legs don't hold. They bend, not like normal, but like they're soft, unstable, unreliable. And suddenly, you're not standing, you're collapsing. Now here's the terrifying part. There's no sharp pain, no instant injury, just a deep realization. Something is fundamentally wrong. Now think about this. Your bones, the rigid structure inside you, have lost their strength. Not broken, not cracked, just soft, like they were never meant to carry weight. Now imagine trying again, forcing yourself to stand. Your brain refusing to accept what's happening, but your body refusing to cooperate. And every second, your fear grows, because this isn't temporary. This is real. Now ask yourself, how would you react if your own skeleton stopped doing its job? Now imagine walking, or at least trying to, your legs bending under pressure, your balance completely off, every step unstable, unpredictable, like walking on something that could collapse at any moment. Now here's where it gets worse, because your bones don't just help you move, they protect everything inside you. Now imagine your ribs, no longer strong enough to shield your lungs, your heart. Every breath you take feels different, weaker, less supported. And suddenly, breathing itself becomes something you notice, something you struggle with. Now think about your spine, the core of your entire body. Now imagine it slowly losing strength, unable to keep you upright, your posture collapsing, your body folding forward, and with that, your control begins to slip. Now ask yourself, how long can you function when your structure is failing, piece by piece? Now imagine reaching for your phone, something simple, something easy, but your arm doesn't move the way it should. It bends slightly, awkwardly, like it can't hold its own shape. And that moment hits harder than anything else, because now it's not just your legs, it's everything. Now here's the psychological shift. Panic starts to build, not loud, not explosive, but deep, quiet, creeping in, because you realize this isn't something you can ignore. Now imagine time passing, minutes, maybe hours, your body getting weaker, every movement becoming harder, every action requiring effort, and every effort making things worse. Now think about this. Every time you move, your soft bones deform slightly, changing shape under pressure, and slowly, your body loses its ability to return to normal. Now ask yourself, would you stop moving completely, or keep trying, knowing every movement could make things worse? Now imagine falling again, this time harder, your body unable to absorb impact properly, your structure bending, compressing, and even without extreme pain, you feel it. Something is not right. Now here's the scariest realization. Your body is no longer reliable, and once that trust is gone, everything changes. Now imagine the next few moments. You're breathing slightly heavier, your energy dropping, your body struggling to maintain even basic stability, and deep inside, a question forms. How far will this go? And what happens when it gets worse? Now imagine this. It didn't stop. It didn't stabilize. It got worse. Because once your bones lose strength, your body doesn't pause. It continues to collapse under its own weight, slowly, silently. And now, every second matters. Now here's the question. How long can a human body survive when its foundation is failing? Because everything you do depends on structure, and without it, even the simplest actions become impossible. Now imagine trying to move again, but this time, your body barely responds. Your limbs feel disconnected, unstable, like they don't belong to you anymore. And now, fear turns into something deeper, something heavier, realization. Now ask yourself, what would you do if your body stopped listening to you? Now think about your muscles. They rely on bones for leverage, for support, and without that support, they become useless. Now imagine trying to lift your arm, but it bends under its own weight, unable to hold position, and that loss of control spreads through your entire body. Now here's where things become critical. Your internal organs. They depend on structure to stay protected, stable, functional. Now imagine that structure weakening further, your ribs unable to maintain shape, your chest slightly compressing, your breathing becoming shallow, restricted, and suddenly, oxygen becomes limited. Now ask yourself, how long can you stay conscious when your breathing is compromised? Now imagine your spine collapsing further, your body unable to stay aligned, your movements becoming smaller, slower, weaker, and now, even turning your head feels like effort. Now think about your skull, the one thing protecting your brain. Now imagine it becoming softer, more vulnerable, and suddenly, even the smallest impact becomes a serious threat. Now here's the mental impact. You are fully aware, you can think, you can understand, but you cannot act. And that gap between awareness and ability is terrifying. Now imagine trying to call for help, your voice weaker, your breathing shallow, your body unable to support even that. And now, you feel trapped, not in a room, not in a place, but inside your own body. Now ask yourself, how do you escape when the problem is you? Now imagine time passing, your body weaker than before, your energy almost gone, every second heavier than the last. And now, you reach a point where movement stops completely, not because you choose to, but because you can't. Now here's the final stage. Your body is no longer functioning the way it should. Your structure gone, your strength gone, and everything depends on external help. Now imagine help arriving, medical intervention, support, stabilization. But even then, recovery is slow, uncertain, because rebuilding what was lost takes time. Now think about the bigger truth. Your bones, something you never notice, never think about, are the reason you can exist the way you do. And the moment they fail, everything else follows. Now here's the final realization. Strength is silent, invisible, but essential. And the moment it disappears, life changes instantly, completely, permanently. And maybe that's the most terrifying part. Not the pain, not the fear, but the loss of control. Because when your body stops supporting you, survival becomes something you can no longer take for granted.